Robbie. You guys obviously arrived on Sunday, you guys arrived on Monday. You already had your full 23 training on Thursday for the meeting. Overall, how was the game for you? Just a recap of the game.
Yeah, it's never pleasant when you get that many points put around you. But then it's always on the cards. You know, you're playing the world champions at home. Conditions really probably helped them, didn't help us to settle. We were inaccurate early, couldn't get enough ball, couldn't create any pressure. And South Africa were very good, as we know. So it's a great start for their campaign. And there's some good footy ahead for them. There's great rugby to come.
Robbie, I suppose you don't have another game, so maybe we could talk about the Springboks a little bit, just your impressions of them. You touched on it there, but do you think they're a more ambitious team than they have been in the past?
Yeah, no doubt. And got so much talent. You know, they can play any which way they choose, and they're developing the ability to do that, which really helps over time, because then you can take the load off your group. You know, historically they were quite one-dimensional, but very good at it. But now they can play in many different ways, and they're a lot more ambitious, and they've got some talent that's prodigious, you know, that other nations would give anything for. So point of difference players that can unlock a game. It makes it hard.
Yeah.
Just on there as well, talent, you speak about talent. Which players stood out for you from the Springboks side?
I always enjoy watching Cheslin,
Okay.
even when I'm playing against him. He's just so positive, you know, and you see his positivity into contact, let alone in the air. He's just a freakish footballer. Yeah.
Robbie, Rassie sort of touched on it. He said the Boks thought you were going to play a bit more of an expansive game than you did eventually. Was that part of the game plan, or was it just the conditions and the defensive structure you came up against?
Oh, it's possession. We didn't have possession. You know, it was only late in the first half we really got possession to be able to play. We actually created a couple of line breaks from the limited ball that we had. But yeah, you need a platform. There's some great scrumming from our boys. I thought the scrumming was exceptional for a group that just get thrown together with no background. To be able to scrum that effectively against South Africa was impressive.
Robbie, just speaking on the guys that are playing the last game today, seeing Peter Mani, I mean, big careers coming to an end for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's a privilege to be in the same changing shed as blokes like that. Keon's had 137 something caps. Peter O'Mahony is just revered around the world, a very respected rugby player. And then Sam Kane also, Camille Schatt, another one. This will probably be the last international fixture you'll see of him. All class blokes, aside from being good rugby players, they're quality people. It's been great just to spend some time in their company.
Robbie, do you think that considering the growth in the Springbok attacking game, that they have a good chance to break that Eden Park sort of run over All Blacks later this year?
Oh, no doubt they can do it. Absolutely. And I've got no doubt that it will be very much on the radar, but they'll, you know, they're an experienced group. They know how to win, and there's a lot of footy to come before then, but that will just prepare them for that moment. So that's going to be a great occasion. Yeah.
Robbie, rugby in general, I mean, you know, there's been some criticism, but you kind of get the feeling when you see a side like the Springboks playing like they are, you know, rugby could be in quite a good place. What's your general feeling about the game?
Well, the people answer that. You know, 45,000 people turned out when it's rained all week and raining on the day. That answers that question. Yeah. And you've only got to look at the rugby around the globe. You look at all the major competitions. It's got a good following. Top 14's thriving. Top league, well, it's League One, they call it now, Japan. his throwing, Super Rugby, had the interest in that competition lifted significantly this year. So the code's good. Yeah.
Okay, putting up a team together in a space of a week, I mean, how was that experience for you?
It's always tough. It was particularly tough this year. I don't imagine it will get easier anytime soon, but I think it's still really important. I think this concept is unique and special. It's unique to rugby in the first instance. To gather people from around the globe that normally play against each other and play together with limited prep against an established international combination. It's a great experience. And that's what the game's about. It's more than just win-loss. And that's what these guys have experienced.
Robbie, you spoke about all of the talent of the Springboks, but as a coach, if you could, would you have loved to have coached a team with the talent that the Springboks have?
Oh, anyone would. But ironically, with coaching, people look at win-loss, they look at campaigns where you win as opposed to when you lose a final or maybe not even make a final. And they look at them from a distance, they say, well, they must have been very different. There's actually not much difference. It's just little pieces of detail that define the outcome, but the experience of the whole campaign and the work that goes in and the camaraderie and what makes up the game, it does not change a lot. And those that are in the game understand that. It's always better to get up than not. So I've learned over time that even the bad experiences actually become good because you come to understand what they offer you.
We all done? Thank you very much.
Thanks.